Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name is Anton, and today we're going to be getting some brand new Falling in Reverse, and this is Zombified. And this is a big shout out to Andre for requesting this one. And you guys know me, I've liked or loved everything I've heard by Falling in Reverse. Closer to the loves category. Popular Monster is still my absolute favorite. That song just blew me away when I first listened to it. And just like, yeah, I'm not a vampire revamped. That song was just very cool. It was so theatrical, and yeah, I think that's the song where I was really blown away by Ronnie as like a full artist, not just as a vocalist, but just seeing kind of everything he can do is he's a very creative person, and I respect that about him. But anyway, before we get into this one, as always, if you guys have any artists you want me to check out, leave a comment down below and I'll throw them on our weekly Discord vote. And if you want to take part in those votes, third link down below in the description to join the Discord. It's also where I hang out with, and also the entire Arcvision community. If you want to stop by, say hi, that kind of thing. Also, links down below to my podcast and to official merch if you're interested in that. And that's it. So let's get into Falling in Reverse, Zombified. So this is probably going to be an allegory to our world in some way, I just don't know how. Amazing art direction so far. Kind of reminds me of Popular Monster a bit.
Zombified.
It sounds like a bit feeling like a more metalcore feeling.
Are living under your bed, cause they are the voices in your head. Zombified by the lies they said. We've become the walking dead. Cause everybody's on the edge. Oh no, they'll never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. And they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. Starting on, let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. And they won't stop till you're zombified.
This has like almost like a new metal feeling or something. I don't know what it is. Okay, man, so far, I'm really digging this. Again, this feels like a step in a new direction. It's like everything we've heard by Ronnie and Falling in Reverse is like everything's different. Like, you know, Popular Monster had that like, yeah, rap metal feel. I'm Not a Vampire revamped had this like very like theatrical, dramatic, almost like a play kind of feeling to me. And then this one's different. I can't really put my finger on it. Again, it's like that riff is either like, I don't know, new metal influenced or like maybe like a bit more modern groove, kind of has that groove aspect of modern metalcore. But even like, yeah, one of my favorite parts is like, I love the chorus in this one, but the pre-chorus is really catchy too. I really like the pre-chorus. But yeah, let's get back into this. This is really good so far. And I really want to dive into the lyrics after, because there's definitely some, because it said censored, so it might be about the mainstream media propaganda kind of, yeah, zombifying us, pacifying us, having us not think for ourselves, because we're always being spoon-fed what we're supposed to believe. But yeah, let's talk about that later. Yeah, amazing video too. Yeah, they know how to do like shock factor.
You better shut your mouth and bite your tongue, cause you don't wanna piss off anyone. We're traumatized by the damage done. Welcome to America.
Some cool orchestral stuff in the background too. Not here.
Oh no, they'll never let go.
Yeah, I like here.
10 years ago, they're canceling you. And they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside.
I love that. UFOs?
Zombified!
Oh man. Yeah, that's fucking sick.
Pick it up! Now everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde.
Look at mine.
Inside, it goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. They won't stop till you're. They won't stop till we're. They won't stop till we're zombified.
Whoa, what the fuck? What the shit?
Zombified.
Yo, what the hell, man? Wow, that was something else, dude.
Last month I made over
Shut up. Man, that was crazy. That was probably, wow, that was definitely, I think, the I was gonna say the biggest surprise of the year for me, but it's literally January, so that's too easy. But yeah, you know what? I think this one's gonna be hard to beat in 2022. This was absolutely fantastic. Like, yeah, straight up, this was so good because it hits on everything. It's like the lyricism was fantastic. Again, kind of sarcastic, kind of had that, you know, falling in reverse, Bring the Horizon kind of feel. I feel like Ollie Sykes, Ronnie Radke are very good satirists of like kind of modern culture. Yeah, really. Yeah, they are very good at that. They're, like, they have that kind of like snarky attitude. You know what I mean? They're really good with kind of like, I don't think puns is the right word, but they're just very good with cutting imagery and saying extremely controversial things in a way that's actually like not as controversial. Like, you know, I'll probably go into the song and I'll find some extreme controversial stuff. But it's like, I don't know, because it's so like, it's because the lyrics are so well penned, I feel like it gets a pass. Like, I feel like a lot of things, when things are really well penned, when the allegories, when the metaphors are very well done, it gets a pass culturally, I think, a lot of the time. And I think that's where it's genius. And it also makes you think. Because like if you just say, hey, you're being lied to, there's propaganda and it's feeding your mind with shit, people would get pissed off and they'd be like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist or whatever. But when he makes this like kind of allegory of the zombies and UFOs and all shit, I'll try to think of more what the UFOs symbolize, other than the obvious stuff. But yeah, when it's penned like this, when the music video is like that, it just makes people think more. Because people are like, okay, what's going on? But man, every part of this was fantastic. Yeah, the lyrics were amazing. Ronnie's vocal performance was absolutely stellar too. Like, just fantastic. Incredibly catchy chorus. And I love that one note that I kept pointing out. I love that. Like, I just love those really big open notes, like the Disturbed, like, David Draymond of Disturbed, I think, kind of like really, made that like a mainstream thing in metal. You know what I mean? Like how, yeah, like, some of the older stuff by them, Down to Sickness, Land of Confusion, stuff like that. But yeah, it's just, yeah, the vocal performance was fantastic. Very, a lot of dynamics in the vocals too. Like there's like 3 main vocal styles. There's like the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus. All 3 were great. I definitely, the pre-chorus and the chorus are my favorites because, they're the most open. They were your choruses. But I want to go back and listen to the verses again and kind of get my head around them, because it was more simple, obviously. But again, that's where you get the lyrics kind of coming in, right? Yeah, but yeah, overall, and just the instrumentation of this was really cool. You had some cool kind of orchestral stuff in the background. At certain times, it would come out. It would be like really hidden, layered in the mix. But yeah, so let's jump into this. So this was produced by Ronnie Radke. So cheers to you, man, for producing this yourself. This is fantastic. And Myth. I've never heard of Myth. Who else did Myth work? Oh, popular. Okay, I Prevail. So pretty much I Prevail and Falling in Reverse. Okay, he's pretty talented because I really like a lot of the stuff by I Prevail that he's done, and then obviously his work with Falling into Verse is fantastic. Do we got anything that's been said about it? Credits written by who's John London? Never heard of him. No. Andy Black. Okay, so no, don't know any of him. Who else do we got? Cody Quinstad of he's of Wage War, the guitarist and singer. Great singer. Okay. Interesting that he wrote this one with them as well. And then okay, cool. Mixer was Myth. Interesting mix. I don't know if it was something wrong with my headphones, but I felt at times like the mix was missing something. At certain times, I think it was maybe in the verse. Like it was very kind of, it didn't feel full at times. And again, that might just be my headphones. I could be wrong. I have to check these after and check out another song that I know the mix of. But if my headphones are fine, I wasn't a huge fan of the mix of this one all the way through. Because it felt like it was like two songs kind of in one. Like there was at times where the mix felt kind of empty, and then in the chorus there's a lot of elements. So who knows? I need to give this one a second listen and get more into it. Yeah, what do we got for on the lyric department? Verse: the monsters aren't living under your bed because they are the voices in your head. Okay, zombified by the lies they've said, we've become the Walking Dead. Okay, so what I'm getting by this is the monsters aren't living under your bed, they're the voices in your head. So essentially they're the depression, and also you can be like zombified. So it's like these voices that are usually maybe positive in your head or just neutral. They've been weaponized by kind of the mainstream media, by, people telling you lies, by people trying to cause fear. Like, that classic, Elon Musk retweeted it from Dune, fear is the mind killer, right? Like everybody's all wrapped up in fear, terrified of, like going outside and interacting with each other. And that's interesting. So yeah, all of this is, zombified by the lies they've said. Because everybody's talking bitch. Oh no, they'll never let go of something you said. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So then we got kind of cancel culture. So I think you had that thing with who was it? Who's the comedian? Short black comedian, Kevin Hart. So you had Kevin Hart. This was a classic thing where he said something on Twitter like 10 years ago and he got canceled from doing some award show, which was dumb. Because first of all, people change. You know what I mean? I think it's ridiculous going back and finding what people have done or said 10 years ago. Like, most people are completely different human beings. Like, 10 years ago, let's say, let's take Ronnie, right? 10 years ago, I don't know how old his daughter is, but he wasn't a father yet. Let's just say, for the argument, let's be like, yeah, like he wasn't a father yet. He was getting himself into shit. And it's like, first of all, becoming a father really changes you. And it's taking on a lot of responsibility in life will change you a lot. Like, you can't say somebody who's in their early 20s, who's just thinking about themselves as the same person as someone who has a child. You know what I mean? It fundamentally changes you. And I think that it's just unfair to pretend like people can't change. So I think the whole cancel culture thing's fucking dumb, if you ask me. And yeah, here we go. They're canceling you, and they won't stop till everybody is zombified. They're pumping us with lies. And okay, that could also be they're canceling and shadow banning anybody that doesn't have the right political opinion, because that's happening too. So maybe it's cancel culture from the perspective of political ties. So if you said like, oh, I liked this political candidate 10 years ago, you're canceled, and they won't stop till everybody's zombified. Like I said about the mainstream media, they just kind of tell you what to believe, and most people don't know a lot about anything. They just have the news going in the background, and they have an opinion on matters that they aren't educated in. And that's not a dig at anybody. It's just like, I think that's a problem. I think it's a problem when everybody is quick to judge other people and throw hurtful comments at other people. Like, it is hurtful. You know what I mean? When people say, oh, this person like should get canceled or lose their job. They're like, it's intense. It's intense being a public figure and having all this hatred being thrown towards you. Like, I think you feel that kind of like almost psychically in some sense. But then, yeah, they're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. That's a great line. They're dead inside. It goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. or hypnotized and they won't stop till you're zombified. You better shut your mouth and bite your tongue because you don't want to piss off anyone. Yeah. We're traumatized by the damage done. Welcome to America. I can even feel that in a small way. Like, I've become more outspoken with what I believe in nowadays. But when I first started this channel, I was fucking terrified of having anything controversial to say. Because, you know, it was like, partially I didn't want the mob to attack me. And second, I didn't want to lose my career. You know what I mean? I didn't want to just not be able to do what I do for a living, right? So it's like, it's tough. It's tough because, like, you don't need the police when you have people. It's like you don't need a police force. You just need a propagandized public to keep each other in check. Because we're not afraid of, you know, the police knocking on our door and being like, oh, you said or did this. We're afraid of our family members, our friends, our communities turning against us. It's like we have each other in like lockstep, where people are just terrified of pissing anybody off. Yeah. Because people will literally, like, you're like, you know, we're seeing this now, like, people's families will literally turn on each other if they don't have the right opinion nowadays. Like, it's really, you know, we can get all fucking pissed off about it and start pointing fingers, but if you actually think about it, like, it's too bad. Like, it's kind of hurtful when the very people that, you know, loved you and you loved and you were there for and they're there for you turn on you and they don't want to see you anymore. Like, it's because, again, a lot of the time anger is just weaponized hurt. Like, a lot of the time, you know, the usual thing is someone does something to you, they attack you, they don't want to talk to you anymore, and you get really hurt because you're a human being, you're a social creature, you're literally wired to interact and be part of tribes and societies. And then when you are insulted, like, it hits your ego because everyone's just wounded from childhood. So someone says something, it hurts, and then you immediately just go, fuck you. You know what I mean? Because it's way easier to blame another person than to be like, oh shit, yeah, that hurts. I don't know why, but they've pressed something that, you know, I have had since childhood, youth. You know what I mean? It's like everything goes back to childhood. It's crazy. But yeah, because everyone's I don't know if he's saying because everyone's talking bitch or because everyone's talking bitch. Like, I don't know how he's actually saying that. Oh no. So yeah. But haha, they're feeding off your broken mind. They won't die, they multiply. We become well, yeah, they've literally created like a horde of the masses, right? If you think about propaganda, like, you know, you can see this with like Nazi Germany, or even like, you know, right now in China, and then even in some parts of America and stuff. It's just the mainstream media in any country, really. It's like they do kind of create, they're like a virus that creates the Walking Dead. They're like a virus, a mind virus that creates unconscious people that will yell and fight each other over social beliefs. It's like people are literally like, look at Antifa or the K, like, you got both sides, right? You got like Antifa on the left, and then you got like the neo-Nazis on the right. And because of what people are telling them about other human beings, they will literally attack each other. They'll beat each other up on the streets for political, like, that's disgusting. Like, what's going on that we will actually hurt each other physically for what we believe in? Like, that's, man, like, that's being zombified. 100%. That's being zombified. So I'm with them. Yeah, I usually don't like fully resonate with Ronnie on everything, but he's really he's hitting it out of the park with this one. Like, this is sharp writing. And yeah, they are feeding off people's broken minds. They're feeding off people's fear. They're feeding off people's trauma. They're feeding off people's need to belong to a group. Tribalism. It's like, that's all happening. And then anything else? No, man. Anyway, absolutely brilliant song. This was fantastic. One of my favorite songs of the year, and one of my favorite songs of last year. I think that's more accurate to say. This is one of my favorite songs I've done on the channel so far. Absolutely brilliant. What do you think of this one, Andre? Let me know down below. And what did all of you guys think of this one? I thought it was incredible. Every part of it. Absolutely phenomenal song. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, which I would greatly appreciate, definitely leave a like, leave a comment. If you guys enjoyed anything I talked about in this video, I talked about a lot of this kind of stuff on my podcast, and that's linked down below as well. And if you guys have any song quests for me like Andre did, definitely join everybody in the Patreon, first link down below. And that's where also all of our full album reactions are done. I think we've done around 15 at this point, 15, maybe 20. But yeah, definitely give that a shot if you'd like. And yeah, so I'll be here tomorrow if you choose to tune in again. And that's it. So I love you. Peace.